Maybe just start with this group. Obviously, when you look at the ages, it's going to be a younger group this year than it was this time last year. But what excites you about the crop that you have here?
Yeah, I mean, we've only kind of just begun. We had our first practice yesterday. It's just with our scheduling today and our game being a little bit earlier, so we're not no pregame skate, but just excited to get around the guys. You know, you can see that, as you said, it is a younger group, and I think that's probably going to kind of relay into my team this year too with the Wranglers. I think we're going to be a younger group as well, right? So I think this is kind of just to get to see them, get them out there, get the bugs out. I think it'll be an exciting day.
Well, and that's part of it with this tournament too, knowing that there's going to be some nerves that come along with this, and many of them wearing that sweater for the first time. I mean, is that part of that expectation in the first period or so here early on tonight?
Yeah, you know what? I think trying to establish just you got to work. We've got to make sure we're working, getting back into competing. Those are going to be the main things for us. Mistakes, we totally get it. We're just giving them a kind of a very soft blueprint to kind of keep everybody on the same page. But you know, I just want to get out there, work yourself, like make sure you're having just a great, I guess, feeling, and then from there, make sure your work is there and present.
For the guys that are back for a second, possibly third time, I mean, what are you looking out of them in terms of kind of leadership qualities?
Yeah, for sure. You know what? I think the A's are going to be Stromer and Siona and Morton today, and just those guys have been around it, seen it a little bit. Morty's, older college guy, and older, like 24, 25. But anyways, but you know what? Yeah, those guys, they already did it yesterday in practice. Like you can see, they're talking, they're helping guys out. They know where they're going to the rink. They're going to the pregame meal. So it's just little things like that on and off the ice. And I know that those guys will be great on the ice for the group.
I feel like
on Stromgren specifically,
Yep.
from where he was last September to where he ended this season, where did you see the biggest areas of growth, and how dramatic was it?
Yeah, I thought it was like kind of midpoint in the season. I think it was just him more gaining confidence in himself. I mean, you can imagine the adjustment for someone like Will too. Coming from Europe, bigger ice surface, not as physical a game. So for him, I thought his adapting to not physical play, but how to accept that physical play. You know what I mean? And then still be able to make puck plays. Because you know what, Will's got a great skill set, and I thought he did a better job of where he was on the ice, how he moved around on the ice, and then got to show off that skill set.
What's the next step for him, and what do you sort of see in his development and potential?
I mean, I think he's going to have to prove that he can be just an everyday count on American Hockey League player, and then we obviously know what the next step is after that, right? But I think it's one thing too is we're all guilty of this. We're in a rush, and sometimes just everybody develops at their own pace. Just like Will last year, you saw him at the start of the year, maybe you didn't think that much, and all of a sudden you see him at the end of the year, and like, wow, what a development curve he's had. So.
You obviously some experience between the pipes. You got some older guys there. I mean, what about just that part of the game and those guys that are back here, and Terry obviously knew, but
Yep.
another older guy, and just sort of that experience that you have there.
Yeah, it'll be great. You know what? And I think like Murph's going to start for us tonight, and you know what? He deserves that too. He did a great job last year for our group. Another guy developed very well, over the course of the year. So he'll kind of come in, and I think it'll be a good time for to Victor just to kind of see how the game is, just be around for it, be present for it, and chances are he'll be a guy who'll get in tomorrow.
Just not to go through all the roster, but
Yep.
Sam and a guy like being able to come in and contribute at the American Hockey League level last year, and another guy that has that age, but
Yeah.
still relatively inexperienced when it comes to the organization yet. What about for him and starting the season here and that whole progression?
Yeah, no, I thought his arrival was perfect timing for us and for him. And a guy coming out of college hockey, he's experienced at that level, came in with some confidence, and you know what, we put him in a situation we felt like he could have success right away, and he did, and he carried that right through playoffs for us. So we're excited to have him back. I'm excited to see where his steps can go with a full season. So, and it's great to have him here as being one of the leaders, that's for sure.
I know last year you talked about how this is a good opportunity for you to get some names to faces because you're still new in the organization.
Yeah.
What about for you, second time around? How different does it feel?
Well, George, it's going really well. I mean,
Still got work to do.
I do,
Yeah.
and you know what? It's great to know that all the staff, I at least know their names.
Yeah.
So,
It's
and
a good
then
start.
we got some new guys too on staff, so it's great for us. we can get all the bugs out. But for me too, same thing. The young guys, like, and I'm no different than them. Sometimes I don't have confidence saying someone's first name. 'Cause I'm like, oh geez, I know who he is. I know how he skates. I don't know your name yet. You know what I mean? So it's going to take me a little bit of time. But like I said, it's almost like a pre-training camp for all of us. I need it too.
Yeah.
Nicknames, just stick with nicknames.
That's right. Got it. All right.